Why am I doing an X-Men review? I know I usually talk about horror movies, sci-fi movies, and I'm going to start talking about thrillers, but to me this actually qualifies as a science fiction movie. Also, I really just like the X-Men. Hey guys, I just finished watching X-Men Apocalypse, and this is going to be a spoiler-free review, but before I get started on that, I do want to make two disclaimers. One, I will not be discussing what is or is not canon, or how true it is to the source material, because as we've seen from other X-Men movies, Fox does not care, as evidenced by them sending Wolverine back in time in Days of Future Past instead of Rogue. Secondly, I will not be discussing the racial implications of the casting of Storm, even though it's like casting a blonde to play Wonder Woman. I will not be getting into that. I will only be talking about the entertainment value of this movie. Now, the first thing I'm going to start with is the action. The action was really good. The CGI they did, the rendering of it was really good. It was very clear. You could see what was happening, unlike in the Transformers movies that look like this. You can see what was happening. I enjoyed that. There were about 3 or 4 really good action sequences. But of course the best one was with Quicksilver. Quicksilver was awesome. The casting, I thought they did a good job with the other characters, with the exception of Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'll have the unpopular opinion of saying that I don't like Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. I like her as an actress. I liked her in Silver Linings Playbook. That was cool. But she's not Mystique. There's something missing. And I keep thinking about when Rebecca Romijn played Mystique, and there's a scene where she's just walking towards something, and just the walk had so much power in it, without any facial expression, without any dialogue, just walking. That presence. Jennifer Lawrence doesn't give me that presence. One note regarding the little girl that played Storm. I was iffy about the casting, but I will say that she really did her thing with what she was given. She did very well, way better than Halle Berry, although I've never understood why. I mean, well, I know why Halle Berry gets roles, because she's absolutely beautiful. She's like perfection beautiful, but she can't act her way out of a paper bag. I'm sorry, I'll just be the one to say it. She can't. I really liked Sansa Stark playing Jean Grey. I can't remember the actress's real name, but to me she's Sansa Stark from Game of Thrones. She did really well as Jean Grey, way better than Famke Janssen. I never liked Famke Janssen. I know I'm just going to sound like I'm filled with hate for the original movies. I'm not. I am not. I assure you I'm not, although there was that fuck up they did with Deadpool. You know what happens to a frog when it gets struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else. The introduction of Cyclops was really cool. They made his personality very likable and made you kind of root for him. His acting melded very well with the young lady that played Jean Grey, as well as the young man that played Nightcrawler, and there was a few scenes with Jubilee there as well. They made a really cute group that was believable. From what I hear, something that they did in the movie was similar to the cartoon. I can't say because I did not watch the X-Men cartoon. They did do one thing that is very irritating that happens in a lot of X-Men movies, and that's that thing they do when they introduce a character, you barely get to know him and then they kill him off. They did it again here. It's like, here, meet this X-Men. Oh, too bad he's dead now. I mean, but I don't like that. I liked that it showed the different characters' motivations. I will actually say that I was on Magneto's side for most of the movie. I really felt for him. I really understood why he did what he did, which is what makes him such a good villain. The best villains are the ones that are true to their cause, that they really believe in their cause. They believe that they're right. They're not just doing things to be evil. They actually believe what they're doing is right, considering their point of view. The only person whose motivations we didn't really get a glimpse of was Psylocke. She was just introduced. She did what she did, but there was no real backstory on her, and she just was there. I mean, her action sequences were excellent, but we didn't really get to see her motivations at all, or what made her tick at all. Hopefully, in the next movie, they'll flesh that out. All in all, this movie was really fun to watch. The action sequences were excellent. I would even say that I enjoyed this as much, if not a little bit better, than Captain America Civil War. And that's only because I'm more of a fan of the X-Men than I am the Avengers. But both movies are really good. I would watch these back to back in a matinee. Well, I'd like to watch both of them again to see how they hold up with repeated viewings. I mean, I've seen Deadpool 3 times. It's still great, and I would probably watch it another 10 times. So I want to see if these also hold up to that same standard. So with that, I'm going to say that first, Marvel bodied DC, and then Fox just tapped the nails into the coffin. I don't even know why DC tries anymore. They should just tap out, really. Okay, that's the end of my spoiler-free review. I liked it. I had fun. I would watch it again. You like my storm wig? Had it for years. You can tell how long I've had it because it still has the Halle Berry hairstyle from first X-Men movie, I think. I think that's how long I've had this wig. Now I gotta go get a bald cap and do a mohawk. I could pull it off.